beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of I Talk About Things That I Want to Talk About. Today, if you did not read the title, we are going over TikTok cheating pranks, because isn't there nothing funnier than making your partner insecure? Like, that's hilarious. This coffee is blacker than my soul. It's not even black, like there's oat milk and sugar in it, just not enough of either. Sybil, why don't you fix it? I ran out of oat milk. Oat milk. Oat milkies. Sorry, I'm not in a bad mood, I just have terrible cramps, and I think in the next, possibly while recording this, the Red River's gonna flow. That's what I'm dealing with. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Oh shit, I forgot my keys. Hold on, I'll be right back with you.
Hello? Yeah, he went away. I miss you so much, boo. I cannot wait to see you. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, I gotta go though, because he's about to be back. All right, love you. Bye. Hi.
Mom got another boy.
What?
Mom has a what?
Another boy.
What are you talking about?
There's another boy. Are you kidding me or who's lying now? Who is she talking to?
Her boy.
Melania!
She was talking to a guy. What did she say?
She said, I love you, babe.
She said I love you?
I'll text you, dude.
She said I'll text you?
Why would you tell Dad?
Because that's not good.
So we're starting off with a banger of a video. If you don't know, that's a small little girl in the back seat in her car seat. I'm gonna blur her for obvious reasons. But before we start getting into all the points, I want to point out that I do recognize most couple pranks on TikTok are probably fake. You know, some of the acting and some of them, as we'll see later, absolutely horrendous. But when we do this video, I want to talk about it as if it was real, because of the fact that that's the intention when they post these videos, is to make people think it's real and to think that these things are happening to each other. So while we can point out ones that might seem a little fake, I think it's important to remember, like, the point of the video is that people are supposed to believe it. So for this one, I'm gonna start off with, I think, the most obvious, the child. The weird trauma of making your child think that she's catching you cheating on your father, even if she doesn't understand the implications quite yet. As she grows up, is she gonna start, like, thinking of these memories, but because they're all pranks, is she gonna think of them as, like, false memories? Is she gonna recognize that they were pranks? Is she gonna have an issue finding out what's real and what's not real? Like, I know this is more as like a psychology talk, but it really makes you think with these couple prank channels that have children, what is this child going to look back on their childhood and know is real and what is fake? Because she's so young, she's not in that era being able to differentiate between the two. The second point I want to touch on is the obvious one, I feel like, which is the family vlogging thing. Now, this could be a whole video in itself. We don't really have to get into family vloggers as a whole for this, but there is something strange about using your child for views, for content, and like we were just talking about, especially in situations that could definitely alter how they grow up. And taking it even further, if this video is fake and you were reshooting things and telling your child what to say, you're basically turning your child into a tiny actor and making them work as a literal toddler, which is absolutely weird and disgusting in itself. Personally, I don't see a problem with somebody who wants to post their child, like, oh my gosh, we went to the park, here's just a cute photo, versus somebody who wants to use their child for content and views and knowing, like, the amount of creeps that are out there. And like I was saying, that's not to say, like, you can never, in my opinion, show your child ever. If you're posting a family vacation photo, that makes sense to me. That seems fine. If your content revolves around your pregnancy and raising your child without actually using your child for content constantly, like the child itself, that's fine to me. But to have your child sit there and either one, be a little actor, or two, use your child's emotional responses for content, that's where it really gets really strange to me. I'm not saying this couple specifically doesn't. For all I know, maybe they've never heard the criticism. I don't know. But I'm pointing that out for why I think that's specifically weird. Since we started off with a banger, the points on this one I feel like are a little longer, so stick with me. Off the idea that this isn't fake, the amount of heartbreak you're instilling into your partner by by doing these pranks is absolutely disgusting to me. As somebody who's been cheated on, being cheated on is ass. It sucks. It's like a heart-sinking, gut-wrenching feeling. And even just to think about putting what I've been through and that feeling, that into my partner's head for even 0.2 seconds for a video, no, that's disgusting to me. Like, if you've ever been cheated on, if you've ever gone through that kind of heartbreak, you know how it feels when you find out, and like that just absolute like sinking feeling, and to just do that to your partner for views. And also, I feel like it puts a note of cheating in your head. You know, she's like, oh, it's a prank, and he's like, haha, okay. I feel like you'd still be thinking about it. Like, subconsciously, that would be in your head, even if it was a prank. You'd be like, oh, well, now I'm a little uncomfortable. Now I'm thinking about this more than I ever would have because this happened. And so it's all wrong. I'm gonna move on to the next one.
Yo, what up? Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, bro. Like, so I delivered flowers, and wait, who's this?
I'm Jake. This is my girlfriend.
This is your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a best boyfriend ever. So he just ordered flowers for you? Yes, and I'm delivering them. And I came here to find you, your girl. This is your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
I got 3 flowers, and your boyfriend hooked it up for you.
Yeah.
Is it a special? Is it like anything special right now?
Our anniversary's coming up.
Your anniversary's coming? Oh, so you did this like beforehand earlier?
Yep.
Oh, really? The only thing I have to say though is I feel so sorry about is, so you wanted me to get the name Elizabeth written right here,
Elizabeth?
but it was too long, so I couldn't put it on here.
Wait, who's Elizabeth?
You wanted me to do it in cursive? I just wanted to let you know I couldn't do it, but here's your flowers. You're not Elizabeth?
I don't
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the wrong girl?
Who's Elizabeth?
Wait,
No.
Bro.
like, can I tell you one thing?
What?
It's a prank, look.
Oh my god.
But you can give her these flowers though.
Alright. Thank you.
First of all, that's so awkward. Once again, don't know if it's real, don't know if it's fake. If that's real, that's so awkward, like that ending where he's like, all right. Because clearly the flowers do not fix the situation. This one obviously is a little different because you have somebody inserting themselves into somebody else's relationship to try to cause problems for content and for views. First of all, I already think it's weird to film strangers with the intention of like a prank or using them as content. Like, an exception to that is if you're trying to make sure you have something on film in case you need it. That's one thing. But to set up a camera and go up to a couple and to start filming them with the intent of making content off of them, weird in so many scenarios and situations. And I don't know if this person asked for consent, maybe they did after, but just based on the vibes, it feels like one of those awkward trapped situations where you would just be like, sure, I guess. Like, if you've ever been interviewed on the street, which I've had happen to me a couple times, not as like a content creator, like as just a pedestrian, like before I even did content, I've had this happen to me in Seattle. And it's so awkward because they just like rush up to you and then they're talking so fast and they're just like clearly just trying to get you to say yes, and so you just kind of feel pressured into a situation. And that's like almost how some of these feel to me, even if you got consent after. This one is even worse because he's not choosing to do it to his own partner. He didn't choose to instill that like anger and upset in her. This guy did for his channel, which these two will also profit nothing off of. At least in the last one, it's their channel and they're both, in what I could only assume, are making the profit and the revenue and the views off of it. These two are not getting shit off of this deal other than upset with each other. Another thing I'm wondering is I obviously the kids told it's a joke and handed the flowers. Does the guy tell her that it's a prank? And also she's stormed off, once again going off the idea that this is real. If she's stormed off and she's gone off on her own, do we really think the guy that just set up this camera and did this horrendous prank is gonna care enough to go tell her? Because honestly, in my opinion, he seems like nonchalant and like he doesn't give a fuck about anything about the situation other than the fact like he pranked ya, he got your ass. Also, we've seen some of this guy's videos before on the same like topic. I haven't like deep dived his page, but from his other videos, these are not the same people. And I know some people might be like, oh, well, then why did the guy be like, oh, yeah, no, I did get her these flowers. I don't know when this specific video was recorded, but I know there's a trend that's been going around for a couple years where people will go up to other people and they'll do like this flower delivery thing. And it's supposed to be nice where they're being like, oh, your boyfriend got you flowers. And then they give them the flowers and the girl smiles and the boyfriend's like, oh, that was like cool, thanks for like setting me up. And obviously you can feel how you want to feel about that thing in itself. Because, like, personally, I wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, those are mine. My thought process would have been like, oh, like, this isn't for us, this is somebody else, like, make sure that they get their flowers. But I could see why this guy's thought process would, like, be like, oh, he's trying to set me up and give her flowers. So I understand why he was like, yeah. It's just like one of those situations where maybe you think somebody's trying to do something nice, but obviously they're not.
Look at Annie.
Oh my goodness. Hey, hold on. My mom's calling. I'm gonna mute you.
Okay.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
Who you talking to?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be gone for the weekend.
What the f, Maggie? Who are you
And
talking to?
are you sure that's gonna be okay?
Maggie!
Baby, I'm
What
so
the
excited.
Who are you talking to?
Oh my gosh, I just got this new set of lingerie and everything.
No, this is not happening.
You're gonna love it.
Sorry, first of all, that one makes me cringe, like just everything about it. Like him screaming and her being like, baby, me va. The whole video makes me cringe so bad. But to me, that one feels really realistic, especially when he's like, oh fuck this, I'm coming home. Like, oh, and that's what I mean about that sinking feeling, that like absolute pain and heart wrench where you're just sitting there like, is this actually happening? I can't believe this is fucking happening. Like, it just is so upsetting and hurtful. And to make him think that for even a split second, ooh, it really sucks, brother. And I think another problem I have with these videos is it always feels like it drags on too long. Obviously, this video isn't the longest video in the world, and we don't know exactly when it cut and when it ended, but you hear your partner in distress and being that upset and you keep it going. I think that's what also gets me really bad is I would never want to hear my partner sound that upset. Like, that is upsetting. Is that not upsetting? Like, I would never want to hear my partner sound that hurt and that upset, especially because of something I did and I'm causing that I can choose to put an end to. Like, the second that first Maggie came out of his mouth, I would have been like, not that I would ever do it, but if I did, the second that would hit my ears, I would be like, oh no, I fucked up. And I would literally quit that shit because it's just like so heartbreaking. But if you were wondering, this specific pretending to mute myself is a trend.
What do you want to eat? Because I'm out and about, so I'm gonna get something.
Honestly, just get whatever, babe. It doesn't matter. But hold up, I gotta go. My mom's calling me. I'm gonna mute you real quick.
Alright, handle it. Good.
Hello? Nothing, just at home by myself. I know, I'm bored. Yeah, he just left. Well, if you can make it quick, you can come over real quick.
Hey. Babe.
Oh my gosh. Stop. You're making me blush. Well, then come over. If you could be quick, come over.
What are you talking about? Babe, I am still on the phone.
But it has to be, like, really fast, because I don't know when he's coming back.
What are you talking about? It's gotta be fast.
Stop.
Hello?
You're so
I
funny.
can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, hurry up and come over.
What the fuck do you mean? Hurry up and come over. You do not talk to your mom
I know,
like
this
that.
bed is so lonely, honestly.
Oh, you're you're tripping.
Well, hurry up, hurry up, hurry
Guess
up.
what? Guess who's not eating? None of us, because I'm on my way home right now.
So once again, going to the just stop, like it's going on way too long, like going back to that, it's just a minute and 30 seconds of pure ick. I genuinely don't understand how some people can enjoy this content, and this one does feel a little more fake to me than the last one, just based off the, oh, I know you don't talk to your mom like that comment. It feels more silly and like planned. Although I don't know. Honestly, he's a better actor than a lot of the prank people if this one is fake, but it just kind of does give fake. But something I want to talk about on the vibe of fake, and this goes for so many of them, not this couple specifically, but the fact that oftentimes when people are creating this fake couple prank stuff, it's with the intention for children to watch, because who's going to fall for it? Children. Most adults are gonna see that, know it's fake, they're gonna know it's fake off the language, and so the people they're tricking are kids. And so to me, it makes it almost worse. Like, it's almost like reality TV to these really young people. And that's another thing that just makes it weird and uncomfortable. And I don't want to delve too deep into that. I mean, we could talk about how it's weird because of the context and the language. We could talk about how it's weird because of the implications of relationships and what's okay and what's not okay to do in relationships, manipulation to your partner for views, lots of different things that we've kind of already touched on a little bit too. But I just think that's worth pointing out based on who is consuming this content. Because I would not call TikTok a child's app. There are so many different kinds of TikTok creators. There are so many different kinds of people who make different kinds of niche content. There's TikTok pages that are 18 plus D&I. So I don't think TikTok is a kid's app, and I don't think that when you're posting content, you have to explicitly think in your head, oh, well, this is kids content, because it's not. But I feel like when you're like a family vlogger or one of these specific couple channels that are like, oh, I don't see the camera even though it's right there and we're gonna act and talk to each other, you know who your audience is, and it makes it weird. So this last one, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if we've watched this one before on the channel. If we have, it would have been so long ago, but I didn't recognize it when I pulled it, but now that I'm watching again, I can't tell if I recognize it because I pulled it earlier or because we've seen it before, so I'm sorry if we've seen this one before.
Cheating prank with my new boyfriend.
Hey, let's go get some donuts. Hey. Bro, who the fuck?
Babe, it's literally freaking closed, babe.
Babe, it's just a prank. It's just a prank. I know that you for a split second thought that your entire life was collapsing because clearly we live together and we're so intertwined and we have this relationship and this account together and all of this, but it's just a prank. I didn't mean it. It's not real. I didn't mean it. Babe, I just needed to tell you, I've been smashing, getting nookie on the side, and I actually hate you and I think that you should move out. No. No, it's a prank. Why are you acting this way? Why are you acting this way? It's literally a prank. It's camera 1, camera 2, it's a prank. Okay, get over it. No, I'm not the problem. You're the problem for reacting this way when I'm just trying to create a little humor in our relationship. How dare you? The energy it gives. It just gets me so heated because it's like, why would you do that? But also something that's worth noting on this one is I don't understand. This one's clearly fake, by the way. But if it were real, there's a lot of these that we've reacted to in the past with a similar vibe where the guy walks in and immediately starts beating the shit out of the fake person or threatening the person in the bathroom that's not actually there. And that's another thing to me is I'm like, why do you always jump straight to violence? If I walked in, I would literally probably just be like, and then leave. And that's not to say you can't be angry or you shouldn't be angry, but just jumping to beating the shit out of somebody is kind of wild to me. But this one's so totally fake. You can tell because, babe, let's go get donuts. Or like the way he walks in and it's like you don't see the literal fake cloth face. Like her face is not covering all of that. It's bigger than her. And I understand that maybe like in the heat of the moment you'd walk in and you'd be like, but that one's just so fake. But the implication is that it's real. And so the implication is that you walked in, you beat the shit out of somebody, almost hit your girlfriend in the process, which, oh my God, it's just weird. All of it's weird. I don't understand how this is supposed to be entertainment value. When I see this content, obviously we're reacting to it and we're breaking down points, so it's a little different. But when I see this content in the wild, or even earlier when we were watching it, I don't understand the appeal of this content because all I feel is genuine cringe and like strange and weird, and I don't actually really want to watch it. I watch it for the sake of us being able to talk about it. I can't imagine sitting through that on purpose, and I don't understand how this gets millions of views. I understand it's probably shock value, and it's the fact that these kids really view it as like reality TV and all that stuff that we kind of talked about. But as a grown adult, I look at this and it just feels weird and also super unhealthy. Don't pretend to cheat on your partner. Don't actually cheat on your partner. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe. It really helps me out like a ton, hits the algorithm better. And with that being said, I will see y'all later. My socials are in the description and I'm doing this really out of order. Bye guys.